Hey y'all. Welcome to this rendition of Kingdom Things podcast with me, your host, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. I am a medium for the divine, just like you truly. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah, just like you truly. Why, Ashley? We are dimensions, frequencies, elements, aspects of the oneness of all things called infinite creation, or the most high white light creator, or God, or prime source. We are all awakening in mass to our existential truths, our chakra, our divine wisdom that's always been seated in our heart space, ready to activate, ready, rearing to remind us. We call these divine wisdoms and chakras our souls. Our souls have been in our heart space, excited, ready, and rearing, revving to activate. In this time and space and reality of the time-space continuum, simultaneously beyond the time-space continuum. Why do you say, Ashley, within the time-space continuum, simultaneously beyond the time-space continuum? Here we go, deep breath. We are part of the experiment, part of the divine creation, part of the part of the dimensionality experiment of encapsulating projecting, encapsulating infinity into the perception of finite, or to the perception of dimensionality, or to the perception of shape, or to confining infinity within the perception of form. Most commonly, readily known, we are the bipedal man, the experiment of encapsulating infinity within form, the perception of form, the perception of dimensionality, the perception of shape, the perception of aspects, or the perception of finite. The information I'm channeling from my soul space, divine wisdom from my soul space, which is truly our soul space because we are one. All the information and transmissions and healing energies, uplifting forces, beings, benevolent beings, aspects, and energies that I've channeled, that I've embodied, that I've presented as a channel within the podcast, are channelings, dimensions from the Akashic book of creation, or God, or prime source, or my soul, your soul, or the oneness of all things. This is what you'll find in Kingdom Things podcast in many shapes and forms. All of the content is timeless. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips if you're watching on YouTube. Follow if you're watching on Spotify. Follow if you're watching Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on Spotify to assist with proliferating the Kingdom Things podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth, which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast 2033 prophecy. Prime source, the oneness of all things, or us, me, you, we, beyond the perception of dimensionality, beyond the perception of finite states, that we will be in the consciousness evolution, ascension, genome activation status to understand as a culture, as a human energy of planet Earth, that we are a human culture, human energy of planet Earth, human beings of planet Earth, with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty as disease, death, war, famine, poverty were all dimensions, aspects of the makings of us, or our gestational phase that was priming and preparing us, giving us a culture and enriched wisdoms and an experience to be able to wield, create, project as infinite dimensions of creation, or the human being, the bipedal man. I recently channeled transmissions from future humanoid beings that dwell in colonies or creations or planets or earths or realms within the universes of creation, the universe of creation, which is now opened up into the universes of creation. And that's what we're going to be talking about today within this transmission. I channel within the Kingdom Things podcast rendition titled something along the lines of the bipedal man. I'm going to link it below in the description under the reference content. The bipedal man originates. The bipedal man with the ability to, the bipedal man, the anatomy that perceives dualistically because our bodies say that man and woman are separate. But how do we procreate a child? How do we procreate the human being? Man and woman come together in oneness to create, proliferate, procreate the human. So creation says man and woman are one. But our perception, we perceive, our anatomy says men and women are separate. Our brains perceive dualistically as we have our left lobe and our right lobe. We walk left, right, left, right. We write with left or right hand. Some of us are ambidextrous. Shout out to all of us. Well, I used to be ambidextrous. That's a whole nother story. And we're going to get into it. I was in the first or second grade. Hey, Miss Cole. If you're seeing this, Miss Cole, Galindo, I love you. You're one of my favorite teachers to this day. You know, let the universe ask me. Let me ponder. Let the universe ask me who was my favorite teacher. Miss Cole Galindo. Hello. Oh my goodness, first grade. I remember I was drawing with the marker, just throwing the marker from my left to the right hand, just coloring, throwing the marker from left to right hand. Miss Cole said, Ashley, what are you doing? I was like, I'm coloring. She's like, you have to pick one hand. I was like, oh. And I picked my left hand, so I'm left-handed, right? But shout out to hello, Miss Cole. I love you, and thank you for being a bright light in my life, the makings of me. Thank you so much. So some of us are ambidextrous, but our brain, says left, right. Some of our brain says left, right. Our brain perceives dualistically. Being able to have a bipedal man master one's consciousness or Christ consciousness or the understanding that all is one, with confining our infinite aspects within our perception of finite or our edges or our forms or our perceived individuality, our perceived unique frequencies is a monumental creation, a monumental feat. As we know it, of biblical proportions, the perfect human. Give me a second. Let me let Hazel in the room. Give me 1 second. The biblically prophesied perfect human. I channeled that I wasn't awakened to my spiritual truth. I heard my call. We all have a call. Whenever we feel a drive, go get on the bed. You can get comfortable on the bed, Hazel. Whenever we have a job, oh gosh, she wants to leave the room. She's hungry. I used to have a thing, y'all, where I do not like my pets on the bed. I used to have a thing where I did not like my pets on the bed. But since Zoe transitioned, Hazel's still here. Zoe transitioned, baby. Hazel, get on the bed. Baby dog, I'm getting another dog. Baby, lay on the bed, sleep on the bed. Okay, be on the bed with me. Okay, I don't care about my eyes get puffy, my allergies start acting up, baby. Okay, still swollen lip, get on the bed, right? That's being able to glean from tragedy, pain, hurt, allowing it to transform you to be more open. We're going to go ahead and I'm channeling y'all. We're going to go ahead and get into, the bipedal man, we're going to go ahead and transmission, being more open. Man, we just going to flow. Universal forces, the future humans, which we talked about. I've been channeling humans from other colonies within our universe. We've opened the door. Now that our soul is activating, our human culture, planet Earth, is activating to our infinite potentials. It opens the door to expand the co-creating ability of the bipedal man, which stems from this universe, our universe of origin. And our universe is truly infinite, but it's finite as well. The tree three theory, that's in the bipedal man. Like I said, I'm not a specialist. I'm not a mathematician by study, but I can channel some stuff and maybe I make it sound real good. And I go back and study, pray about it, all the things. So bipedal man, link below in the reference content. Opening up to our heart spaces, being in our heart spaces, which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast. Call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 30 minutes a day, every day. Ask yourself, soul, quietly with yourself, ask yourself, soul, heart space, what I need to know. Sit there, lay there, be there, and wait for the answers because they're going to come. Set the intention to have an open heart and let your soul teach you. Be inquisitive about yourself, your existential nature. Our realities are a projection of ourselves. As below, so above, principle, universal principle of correspondence. As if you see things in your reality that you're inquisitive about, be inquisitive, not if you. Be inquisitive about your reality. Hey, what's this supposed to teach me about myself? I know everything in my reality is a projection of me. What is this supposed to teach me about myself in order to garner the divine wisdom or chakma that you've already earned in past lives or other dimensions of the self? And you get to embody in this life when you become inquisitive and ask yourself, you get to embody the words, wisdoms, energies to be more of your infinite nature, to project or seed a reality or co-create a reality, a human culture, a planet Earth that mirrors the abundance of our divine wisdom or our chakma, divine wisdom. All right, so it's been really cool today. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I low-key want to sing happy birthday to myself. We're not going to do that right now, but happy birthday to me, right? I am a singer-songwriter. I'm going to sing it to myself in my vlog that I'm going to edit. Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube is one way that I share my energy with the planet, with all the creation, with the universes, to help uplift my healing frequencies, to help uplift, creation, help lift the human culture, help lift all of God's creation. Whenever I create music, I'm channeling, healing my soul, and I put those frequencies right into the songs. How there's a genre or energy that helps to grow and evolve your soul to more, because that's what it's intended to do, which I'm super excited. Ashley-Nicole music is linked below. I'm gonna sing to myself there. So if you want to hear it, go over there. I'm gonna do it in the vlog, my birthday vlog. So opening in our heart spaces, I was able to perceive how we've been living so externally because of our the makings of us, our dualistic culture, where when we heard our call, or we felt drawn to be more, to accomplish that career, that education, that salary, tax bracket, the relationship, the family. When we felt pulled to be more, to create more, to do more, to have more, it was really the soul calling us to remember that we're more, right? We were living so dualistically or in separation consciousness, where we felt like our more was external to ourselves or within our reality. And what did we just state? Principle of correspondence. What did we just channel? Universal principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a projection of what we already hold, right? So if we're striving for more, and we were striving for more, and we got into a culture of imbalance, not understanding that everything that we accomplished in our reality, we felt drawn. We were in a state of destitution where we would retrieve something, get something, have something that we set a goal for, but not feel satisfied or not understand the magnitude of the accomplishment, because we had the missing link, or the fragmentation, or the duality consciousness, or the separation consciousness, which didn't allow us to perceive everything that we do, everything that we are is miraculous. It is a part of the grandest experiment of God creation, prime source, the oneness of all things, of containing, bringing form, shape, dimensionality, aspects to infinity, to be perceived as finite or shape, form. And so at the same time, simultaneously infinite. So within time and space, within form, simultaneously beyond time and space, or infinite. Everything that we do, when we breathe, when we walk, when we talk, when we think, when we are, just being, is miraculous. We were in a state of spiritual destitution where we always needed more, because we were fragmented, or we said everything was external from ourselves, because we heard our call. We heard the divine saying, hey, you're more. Hey, go, you can be more. But we were inverted. Now we're dropping into our heart space. Hey, I feel anxiety and depression. I channeled into the song, one of my songs, I Am Afraid. I was afraid. And that's why I was actually channeling futuristic humans. And they were helping me, because I'm like, the soul God was like, hey, you're the leader of the 144,000 biblically prophesied. So Ashley, you're going to expand your consciousness for the masses, to help the masses, in order to assist with the masses' spiritual awakening, to remember our existential nature, our dharmic purpose, which brings me to the human dharmic purpose. By the year, not by the year, our human dharmic purpose, our human direct purpose is to be limitless potentials in the physical, unconditional love. Understand that everything that we experience is to grow and evolve us into more, to be the infinite potentials, compassion. God did this. No disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, right? No death, all the things. God's like, I want to see what y'all create because your consciousness is activating and evolving to your limitless potential. So limitless potential intangible, right? God did this, which is activating the no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no poverty, world peace, human culture in order to alchemize compassion, a really stark and beautiful, powerful, pungent in the best way possible. Very vibrant compassion and unconditional love within God's creation. The bipedal man, the human is to be a beacon of unconditional love and compassion, understanding that everything we experience is to evolve us into more of our limitless potentials, right? So I'm in my heart space and I'm perceiving we were fragmented. So we said everything was out there. So we have an energetic embodiment as a human culture, and our energy manifests our tangible reality. We have an energetic embodiment as a human culture that manifests what we call the demiurge, or the devil, or demons, archons, which really are our negative thought patterns, or our thought patterns of disparagement, or our thought patterns that create decay, thought patterns that create war, poverty, famine, death, are the demiurge, devil, archons. And this is why we actually were calcified at the heart space. So whenever we felt things, we ran from ourselves into our artificial understanding of ourselves, or what the demiurge, which we basically threw sugar on shit, right? So our reality is destitute, kill, steal, destroy, or the demiurge, devil, demon, archons, or low vibrational thought patterns. Low vibrational thought patterns, right? But we made it a good time, which is really beautiful. The way we were able to turn baby cold into put that cold in the barbecue pit and have a cookout, right? We were able to have a good time with that cold, but now it's no longer ignoring that the sugar, that candy, that sugar coated candy is really shit. We're no longer ignoring how we feel, is what I'm saying. We're no longer ignoring how we feel, how we're feeling. When we feel, we deep dive into our emotions. Baby, if you work, baby, a 40-hour job, 40 hours a week, I've done it before. I did it for a long time, like 6 years. I'm sorry if you've done it longer. I'm breaking it out. We're expanding our consciousness. If you don't want to be a 40-hour job, baby, you don't gotta do it, right? We're in a point where, baby, our abundance comes from the inside, which brings me to I'm gonna link it below. I channel Archangel Michael and Katumi, and they were like, and God was like, baby, I see this special, baby, I see this specialties within your heart space, everybody's heart space, baby, to use that for your finance, to baby manifest financial abundance. That's in alignment with your soul's joy, your utmost joy and abundance. So, because I said I did it for a long time, 6 years. I know people, baby, like they live 25 years, baby, 40 hours a week, and they're like waiting to retire, but they got 17 more years. So I apologize. I was being insensitive. I was like, dang, 6 years is not that long, sis. Let me bring it back. Oh, shoot. So I'm gonna link that below. Archangel Michael Katunium, baby. We all aligning with joy, manifesting our financial abundance in this beautiful colony experience as a human being, manifesting our finances, alignment with our highest and most abundant soul aligned joys. So we're no longer ignoring how we feel. You're at your 40-hour job. Okay, be like, boss, I need 2 minutes. And that brings me to, baby, I'm an advocate for this, siestas. I worked at AT&T Spectrum, and I worked at Target, right? So Target AT&T Spectrum. I'm advocating for siestas, baby. And you know how, like, you get your hours. We gonna talk about it real quick, baby. This is important, universe. They're like, go ahead, I'm advocate. You know how you get your hours, all companies, you know how you get your vacation hours, you know, got your vacation hours, you got your holiday, you know, the holiday, all the things in your benefits packet. Baby, go ahead and throw siesta hours in there. Baby, if I come back from my break, I'm like, oh, I'm really not feeling it. I'm having anxiety and depression. I really need to go meditate for a good 30 minutes. But my lunch is over, baby. There's no vacation hours available for me to take take an hour vacation real quick. Baby, put siestas. Put a siesta package in there so I can go take a nap, go meditate for 30 minutes. All companies. And the siesta hours, baby, open that up. Open that up. Let's expand our digital which I know we're already doing it, but like I'm saying, if like it's a call center, you know, there's a lot of call flow, baby. Siesta, we need to have at least 100 hours available at any time for us to take siestas in the company. I need to go take a 30-minute, 45-minute nap and like do it 15-minute increments. So you can take a 15-minute siesta, a 30-minute siesta, 45-minute siesta, an hour siesta. Baby, universe on the game. Universe, like, baby, all companies. I'm ready. I'm excited, baby. This got to manifest because all companies do CS at 18. I'm sorry to put you out there, AT&T, baby. And I walked out of that job. I'm sorry, baby. I walked out because I was just so depressed. Like I heard my call. God pulled me, so I just had to get up and leave. But I didn't. Okay. I'm getting ahead of it. I walked because I don't want to talk to AT&T again. Like, baby, it's gonna be on some other business though. They're gonna be like, hey, Ashley, we really love what you're doing. We want to partner with you, and we love you advocating for siestas and human resources or the wellness of the of humanity. Period. Right? Spectrum, same. Target, same. I love Target. I love Spectrum. I love AT&T. But I did walk out, but I already put my 2 week in. But it was less than 2 weeks. So I got another job because I was just so depressed and I was going through things, spiritual things. My soul was pulling me. Right? I heard my call, so I had to go. I ended up walking out. So, baby, when we have a conversation, y'all go look up, baby. I work for y'all. Let's just get out on the table right now, baby. I walked out. And y'all ain't seen me since. And I didn't even clock out, I don't think. So sorry, AT&T. And it be like that. So siestas, baby. If I had my siesta, baby, I would just went to go take a siesta, and I would have the days that I dedicated, said I was gonna be there until I went to my new job. I would have been there, but I didn't have my siestas. And baby, I needed to go meditate. I needed to go walk outside. I needed to pray. So I just got up and left. I was like, I know I don't have no vacation hours. They ain't gonna let me just go because there's no siestas, right? So that's what that's another thing I'm advocating for: siestas in the workplace. Baby, have at least 100 hours open at any time for employees to go take siestas. And also, call centers with no windows. This should be a crime. Call centers with no windows should be a crime. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna bleep it out. That is so depressing. I worked in the call center industry, AT&T Spectrum, and there were no windows in the call center. Stores as well. Stores with no windows, because just places with no windows is depressing. It's not good for our health. Buildings, baby, windows in all the buildings. Say, baby, invest, baby, windows in all buildings everywhere. Because, baby, going in when the sun's down, to a call center, no windows. You don't see when you had your lunch, and you go outside. It's 8:30 and it's dark. The sun's out. That is so not healthy. Windows in all buildings. So we're no longer ignoring that the candy that we just baby turn a blind eye, disassociated the fact that we were eating sugar coated shit in our reality, or we were living in a demiurge, or we were disassociating with ourselves so much that we were fragmented energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, so much that we mistook our God call for consumption, needing to consume, or be other than we are in any moment, never being satisfied with who we are because we feel like we have to be something other than who we are. Now understanding that pool is the ghost of our future, which is just one of my songs. The ghosts of our future are future selves, our God selves, our higher self, calling us, letting us know that we're more. Remember that we exist to grow and evolve the oneness of all things, or infinite creation. I want to thank y'all so much for pulling up to this Kingdom Things podcast transmission. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah. I'm a medium for the divine. Channel, prophesied Messiah, medium, just like you. Why? Because we are dimensions of the oneness of all things. And our dimensionality truly has 0 degrees of separation. But we are what? Within the time-space continuum, simultaneously beyond space and time. We are one. Like the video, subscribe, follow if you're watching on YouTube and or Spotify to help proliferate the Kingdom Things podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. We talked about my music. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. This is linked below. So many genres, healing energies, frequencies, my process, my evolution, the makings of me. Lord, it makes me so nervous talking about my music. That's a whole nother thing, evolving the way we live life. So no longer disrespecting our past selves, or disrespecting people we knew, or disrespecting our things we used to do, but learning from those dimensions of ourselves, that which are always truly simultaneous with ourselves, to grow and evolve our wholeness and no longer be fragmented. I'm also a home chef. I really enjoy cooking. I intuitively cook, y'all. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube. Whatever the ancestors tell me to put, the pot, the pan, the baking dish, this is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. My ancestors, the oneness of all things, like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are, sit down, let us show you. I channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which helped catalyze me into my spiritual awakening and remind me, or humanity, because we are one, who we were created to be, our capabilities, our greatness, our magnificent beingness. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She is catalyzed on her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her slow Manhattan prep. She gets kidnapped by Chase's dad's goons. She goes through a lot of other things to help her remember who she is in our existential nature, as we are all remembering, like humanity, we're all remembering who we are in our existential nature. The 3rd part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is my other half. My other half is the twin flame journey, divine counterpart journey, which I am on. And that's how I was reminded in a big way. One soul, we're truly all on it. Because the twin flame journey is a journey back to our home frequency, or remembering that pull to be more, that pull to do more, is truly our soul, or our other half, or our other whole, or the oneness of us. My other half, the twin flame divine counterpart, home to our home frequency, or our soul. One soul incarnated in 2 bodies over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime says that love can't work. They will co-create a life together. The book is prophetic. Which love, which life, which lifetime. Before we roll into the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, Asia's story, the animated series, which stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe, is available to stream on YouTube. I channel in my divine wisdom chakra into a fun, creative outlet, soul satiated and soul food outlet. Asia's animated series is available to stream on YouTube. Oneness connection. What else? Oneness connection, energetic upliftment. I channel energies and messages using oracle cards to help us break out of karmic knots or limiting beliefs, to help us evolve into more of our limitless nature. Who's us? We, humanity. The oneness of all things. The human being is quantumly entangled, quantumly related to every dimension of God's creation. So once the human being grows and evolves into more of itself, all of God's creation rejuvenates, expands, and grows and evolves into more. Last but certainly not least, I am offering Powwow sessions where I channel specific energies and messages that your soul, our soul, the oneness of all things, wants you to hear, using my soul gifts, my soul wisdoms, my connection to the divine, to help you cultivate your connection to the divine. There are energies and messages that will help break through karmic knots of your lineage, of your ancestry, of the makings of you, in order for you to strengthen your connection to the divine, your soul, or the oneness of all things. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love, because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Choose good that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you evolve into more of your limitless nature. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asia, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. the book series that introduces the book.
After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atom's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I must no state to decline.
My Other Half, available in the Amazon
I feel as
bookstore
though I was
this
born
October.
here on Earth to find you.
I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
We're not perfect in some senses of the word. We were created to be blemished. Blemishes that spawn our characteristics.